All right, guys, it's your boy Russ. You're watching Paddle and Hook, and if you haven't figured it out already by watching me take down that mask, I'm on quarantine. I got COVID-19, and after a couple of days here of being cooped up in one room in my house, I'm starting to go crazy, and I hate to keep freaking my family out. I've decided to come out, packed up the skiff. I'm going to spend a couple days quarantining out here in the ocean and / Delaware Bay. We'll see where we end up. And I brought enough gear to do some bottom fishing, and I definitely brought the old bait freezer clean out method of fishing along with me, and we're going to do a little shark fishing as well. All right, guys, enough talking. Let's get to fishing. So setting anchor when it's about to be dark and a 12 to 15 mile an hour headwind is not as fun as it sounds. And so I made it here to the outer wall, and I found a spot where there's a slight elbow in the wall, and it's slightly protected from the wind. So this is going to be my place for the night. I got to set anchor now. Be right back with you. Okay, I started out battling the waves. I went out to the outer wall. I anchored up. The wind shifted a little bit. Man, I was really kind of getting pounded out there. I didn't like, bouncing around so much in like complete darkness. So I made my way back into the inner wall here, and right by the drop off, I'm by the edge, and I've got a few small bites, but not able to hook anything yet. So I'm going to go ahead and throw out a nice shark bait right now. I have some old stuff I cleaned out of the freezer. I'm going to put on about a 8-inch croaker on there and see what happens. But what do you think? The setup's not bad. I got the canopy up here. I've got a mat down beside me, and I'm going to roll out my sleeping bag on that later. I'm going to tape some glow sticks or something to my poles that I leave in the water so I can watch the rod tips on the smaller rigs, with one eye open. And of course, if I do get a shark on there, I'm going to set the clicker on the conventional reel so that, it makes a ton of noise. So it'll wake me right up. So I've got my, about a 3-foot section of wire leader there with a 5-foot section of 150-pound mono. And I'm just gonna try to hide some of that hook, in this bait right here. Kind of like that. You know what that means, boys. All right. Oh, I think he knows he's got it. And here comes the drag. And set the hook. Yep, we got us a shark, boy. We got ourselves a shark, guys. Woo, feel that surge. Yeah, he's trying to head around the point of the jetty too. That didn't take long. Right under the boat. Yeah, he's a perfect size little starter shark for the night, and he wrapped into my other freaking line. Classic shark move. Okay. All right, I got to hand leader him here. Oh, there you go. Oh, he just realized he's hooked. Oh. Check him out. There he is. I'm not sure what kind that is yet. We'll have to take a peek. So he got hooked into 2 rigs here somehow. He's a perfect fun little shark. I say fun. He's what? I don't know. 30, 40 pounds. You can see him right there. Not too big, not too small. He was right under the boat. God, look at that, guys. Beautiful fish. Beautiful shark. I don't know if you can see that in the GoPro, but hooked right in the corner of the mouth. Look at those teeth, guys. Holy cow. Check out the chompers on this guy. Pretty decent sized shark there. All right, let's get him unhooked. I'm gonna try to take him out with, take the hook out with a set of pliers here. Oh, so close. Oh, close. I don't want to have to cut it off and lose my hook, but I will if I have to. All right, buddy. I also don't want this dude to like jump up and bite me. That would be no fun either. It's hard to identify this kind of shark. It's not a super obvious one. I don't want to take him out of the water for legal reasons. Some of these guys are protected. Oh, there he goes. Woo! What a mess. What a mess of tangles, but catching sharks is fun, man. It's often messy. All right, as soon as I can sort out this mess with lines and, oh, I feel bad. My woohoo scared all the birds over there. Anyway, as soon as I can sort out this mess, I'm gonna go ahead and get another fish back in the water. All right, well, got my toadfish, foldable cutting board here. Got my bait knife. And now it's time to chop up the spade fish or whatever we have here. Let's see what we got. He's double bagged. What's in this one? Yeah, it's time to chop some chunks out of this spade fish and make some shark baits. I got this one, actually I didn't get it. A buddy of mine, Josh, he got it a few weeks ago when we went spearfishing on the Fenwick Shoals. If you haven't already seen that video, I'll link it in the description. Check it out. It's a really good one. It's a lot of fun. I can't wait to get out and dive and spearfish a little bit myself. Anyway, we're going to take this spade fish from, you know, the last spearfishing session and just chunk him up. I can get so many baits out of this thing. I think we're going to be set for the night. I'm going to turn in, get a little sleep. I've got the clicker on, so if the reel starts to, you know, spin out line, I'll hear it. Good night. All right, that sounds like a pickup. That's quick. Let me take it a little bit. Turn my clicker off. I'm gonna hit the drag on this guy. Pull him. Oh, came tight. All right, boys, we got ourselves a shark. Oh, this one feels like it's got a lot more than the last one. Holy shite. All right. Well, that didn't take long. I'm gonna stick him in the rod holder long enough to get the, oh, maybe not. Let me get my angling belt on here. There's a run. Oh. So all that line I just spent 10 minutes getting back on the spool, 90% of it just took off again. It's choppy as crap because I'm getting towed out here into the rough area. I'm in 2 to 3 foot seas right now, constant. So this thing seems to suck down to the bottom and not go for these blistering runs or like shorter runs. Which makes me think it might be a big ray or something. And I feel the beat beating, which is like the you know, the wings of the ray going to town. Feels a little different than a shark. Oh, I just lost all the pressure. It came off. Whew. That was a lot of work for no fish. But there wasn't much line left. I had them about 25 feet from the boat. Well, let's drop down and do it again. So that last fish you just watched drug the boat and obviously the anchor out a little ways, and I think the anchor got stuck in some rocks. I couldn't get it to budge, so I spun the boat, tried to pop it out by putting the boat in gear, and then actually broke the freaking anchor rope. So minus an anchor. Luckily I have another one with me. So I'm going to try one more time to anchor up. I'm not sure if I'm going to drop a bait or if I'm just going to rest a while and then save my anchor for morning so I can anchor up somewhere else and do a little fishing there. Hey, well, oddly enough, as I was putting my shark bait out, I got a little something on my small rod here, and I had a little dogfish here. These guys are pretty common around here. Yeah, he's trying to whip around and get me there. He's got like a little, you can see on his dorsal fin there. See if you can, yeah, right there. See that? Little tadpole looking dude. He's got like a little mite or something on him. Some kind of little parasite. Super cool. And now he's backlit because I have such a big spotlight down here, and I can see like the veins and stuff through his fins. He's so thin. Very cool. All right, let's let this guy go. I had a great night of sleep in my REI sleeping bag here. It's a little windy, but it really cut down on the wind. I didn't feel it or notice it at all. The sound of the wind chiming through the tight lines of my rods really put me to sleep and kept me asleep. I probably slept about 5 hours, 5.5 straight. Now I'm going to make a little breakfast and see if I can head offshore if it's not too bumpy. After trolling over some shoals and deep troughs with no luck, I headed back to the inner wall and then the furthest pilings of the Cape and Lopin fishing pier to jig for flounder and trout, but didn't get a single bite. So no tackle shop around here right now has live sand fleas or crabs. I've called, tried to arrange some kind of pickup. Everybody was out, fresh out. So I guess I'm going to have to try to scrounge up some bait on my own. I did buy a pint of minnows and filled up some gas. I'm going to head back out. But I found a little spot here in the marsh grass where I'm going to see if I can get a butterfly net or something and scoop up some of these fiddler crabs without having to climb in the mud. But I'm not above getting dirty. But I'd really rather not get the boat dirty. Anyway, this could get interesting. Oh yeah, I see lots of fiddlers. They look really small, but this is the hunting ground. So let's get foraging. Got my specialist equipment here, as you can see. I feel like SpongeBob going off to the jellyfishing fields. All right, so when you first pull up and stir things up, they all disappear. You basically got to get still a couple minutes, and then they will emerge. Now if they don't want to come out, I mean the ones I've seen so far out are really small, you can see some of these burrows and kind of dig them out. Let's see what happens. Like if I flip this over, there's a little guy right there. He's too small though. There's just a series of these little tunnels you gotta flip around, dig your way through. It's like a game of whack-a-mole. They pop out and they see you, oh, they pop back in. Gotcha. All right, he's a little bit small, but little small, but doable. Barely. I have to use a small hook on him. Fingernails are going to be looking primo after this. All right, dug that guy out. He's a little bigger. Not much, but I'll take it. Oh, stay in there. Got another. Got, all right, that's like, what, 5 in this right hand? I've got like 5 in there. I would love to show you, but they're all gonna run away. Ooh, that's the one I want right there. Got a toe on him. Yep. Oh, got him. Oh, okay. That's better. Look at that guy. All right, I don't want to spend all day out here doing this. I've invested about 15 minutes so far. I just got a handful of crabs though, so that's great. Oh, he showed himself. Gotcha. Oh, got him. Oh, his pincher broke right off. It like auto amputated. But that big claw is usable just by itself. You can put that on a hook sometimes. Okay, I'm here, the Harbor of Refuge light. I've got my basically paver stone makeshift anchor so that I can basically hold myself in place here, and if the anchor should get lodged in the rocks, I can pull hard enough that I break, you know, the zip ties here, and then I'm not out, you know, a rope and a clip and everything else. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and anchor up, and then we'll let the fishing begin. Come on, if you were a sheep's head, wouldn't you want to eat that? Come on, he just looks like he's saying, come to me, eat me. So I'm dropping right here. I'm in 15 feet of water. If you've watched my videos before, you know the breakdown of this area. The jetty is such that it comes out in like tiers, almost like a sandcastle, you know, like in a stepping pattern. So if you can't find the fish at 15 feet, back out a little bit or fish the other side of the boat, and you've got another 6 feet of depth right there. I'm going to try right here, 15 feet, right in the clusters of rocks we have up here. Fingers crossed, guys. I'm very hopeful. Feeling optimistic. Oh, getting bit. It was quick. Oh, I hope I still have a fiddler after that. I bet I don't. God, I just got thumped twice and I was like changing my hand position. Yeah, I guarantee I have no bait left. Ah! It's still there. He ain't moving, but he's still there. Okay. Wow. I got the ba-bump, ba-bump. The double thumper. I mean, sometimes it'll throw you off if you're not paying attention, and the bait or the sinker will like slide down a crack and it'll feel, oh no, that was a bite. Sitting right on top of a rock, I can tell. It just plopped right there. I'm imagining this, you know, rock with a little morsel sitting on there waiting for a fish, almost, you know, with a beam of light down on it saying, oh, here I am. Oh, that was a definite hit. I swung and missed, yep. Lost. That felt like a small fish. Never before have I looked forward to condensed soup so much. I bought a can of Campbell's tomato soup and forgot a can opener. So I just beat it open with these pliers here and voila. A few vigorous shakes here. We're getting there. Whoa, that was not smooth. What the heck? Despite my little crack and spill faux pas, I'm so looking forward to eating these eggs. man. All right. Oh, I just got a nice bite. I'm pulling something up while I was eating my little meal here. I dropped a minnow straight down. This thing is just heavy. Oh, oyster toad. No surprise there. No trip to the outer wall would be complete without your non-desired, non-target species. That was quick too. First drop. All right, these guys have some pretty bodacious snappers in there, if you can tell or not. Yeah, don't want to get your finger caught in that guy's mouth. He will crunch it up. All right. All right, species number 3 of the trip so far. We've had 100% non-edible, at least for me, non-edible species. All right, I'm hopeful for something other than an oyster toad this time. Let's go with keeper-sized sea bass. That would be pretty nice. Dude, if we caught a sea bass right now, I would 100% gut him and eat him right out here. I got onions, I've got some oil, got some seasoning. Yeah, we got what it takes to make that happen. All right, there we go. Just saw a little bite, little movement there. I've got this on like a little float rig, like a little spot rig. This is the one that had the 2 live minnows. Let's see what we got. Hey, another oyster toadfish. The oyster toads are chomping, guys. Not quite as big as the last one. All right. I ended up catching a couple more oyster toads before deciding to head inland to fish the Broadkill River. I found a few big schools of mullet, but really nothing any higher up the food chain. Well, guys, I made it through the 24-hour challenge here. I feel like I came out of it better. Not only like feeling better from, you know, another day of quarantine after coronavirus, but also just, you know, being a part of it all out there and spending the night on the boat was really neat. It's something I've never done. I've always wanted to do. And if you're thinking about doing it, I'd recommend watching your weather, but definitely give it a try. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. And hey, subscribe. If you haven't already, I won't hold it against you, but you know, go ahead and do so now if you can. Bye-bye.